I've got messages from you.
Ben, did you ask for a rematch?
Of course, it's too easy to pay this. We're getting paid more.
You signed the contract.
Okay, on to the next thing now. We get it. There's going to be a rematch. No, come on. No, it's too much. It's too much. We're not here to hear you chat shit to Eddie, and it's all bullshit.
That's the best thing you've said all night.
The only voice I want to hear is Conor, or my own voice. I have. It's the truth. What are we doing here?
Play a team.
No. This is not a team sport. It's going to be me and Conor hurting each other in a few months' time. So all this bullshit you guys are going back and forth about now, it's irrelevant. No one's going to remember.
You started it about the rehydration.
Now, I read a tweet that made me chuckle last week. And it kind of sums up what this fight is. It said, the guy said, Chris Eubank Jr. is an arrogant fucking prick. Word for word. And I can't wait until he smashes the eggs out of Conor Benn. That's what the tweet was. Beautifully written. I don't understand it, but that's the passion that we have garnered now for this fight. Too bad, guys. Conor, I've been meaning to ask you for a long time. It's interested me. How many eggs did you have to eat to fail those two drugs tests? You dirty
The reality is.
Please tell me.
The reality is.
It's been racking my brains for a long time.
No problem.
Everyone wants to know.
The reality is, I've been cleared 3 times by the NADP, by the WBC, by UCAD. By the way, which people are a lot smarter than you. Number 1, I've been cleared. 2, you will never be cleared of being a wanker. Period. That's it.
So when you say you've been cleared, what does that mean?
I'm cleared of people by a lot smarter than you.
What does it mean?
You have the IQ of a 5-year-old child.
Does that mean that the drugs went in your system?
I've been cleared. Done.
There you go.
That's it. No, you keep going on, but I've been cleared.
The entire public wants to know why
that's the truth.
there were performance-enhancing drugs in your system, and all you and Eddie can come up with
do your research.
2.5 years
do your research.
He's been cleared. We can't say how or why.
Do your research.
But he's been cleared. It's okay.
Well, I would like to say, you don't spend nearly £1 million to fight the case if you're a drug cheat.
Yes, you do. That's exactly right.
Their own money. No,
but he's an idiot. Because he owes Neymar £4 million. That's why he's taking this fight. Don't talk shit.
What did you say? What?
I said he owes Neymar £4 million. You've not heard? No, exactly. Don't come and talk to me about bollocks. This is why you've taken this fight, and you're about to get rendered unconscious for it. You're money hungry. That's the only reason.
I was just giving you a chance to explain yourself to the public.
You sit down there and have a think.
I guess you guys don't have an explanation, but you're cleared, I guess.
None, but people who are a lot smarter than, you, Chris.
Listen, I'm sure they are. I'm a fighter.
Oh, well, exactly.
I'm not an academic.
Well, that's it.
But one thing I do know is you are a judge.
What you know is you're an idiot who's taking this fight because you owe someone some money. That's what I know.
How much money do you owe Eddie? Let's talk about that.
I owe Eddie nothing.
I've heard you.
Okay,
he paid for your house. He paid for your cars.
I can confirm that's incorrect. Conor Benn owes us.
What shit?
We all know we can't trust what you say.
But what shit are you talking?
I think that is actually the reason why you've been pushing so hard for this fight, Eddie, because you want to recoup some of that money.
Well, I love the fight. I think he wins.
I know, of course you think.
No, you don't, Eddie.
Of course I do, Ben.
No, you don't.
That's why I didn't want a rematch. And you made sure there was one in.
You wanted a rematch. You begged for a rematch.
We don't give a shit about the rematch. We care about what's going to happen on April 26th.
Good. And what's going to happen? Because you keep talking about the last.
This is the easiest press conference I've ever done. I don't even need to be here.
What happens April 26th, Chris?
What do you mean? What happens?
Tell us.
Do you like I haven't said it 1 million times already?
Really, you kind of beat around the bush. You're the bigger man. Points. Have some respect. How do you win?
I said I am the better fighter, not because of my size, but because of my pedigree, because of my experience, because of these 35-year-old fists.
And what happens?
What happens is tune in, and you will see.
It's a good way to say it. Tune in is right, April 26th. Chris, I know you want this to be the Chris and Conor show, but Ronnie Shields is there, Jonathan Banks is there, and it'd be wrong of me not to get a word from the great Ronnie Shields, who has been involved in Benn versus Eubank for 4 decades. Ronnie, what do you make of this? That the son's getting it on just like the way you saw Senior and Nigel get it on?
Well, I think it's great. Can everyone hear me all right?
We can, we can.
By the way, you referred to as Ronnie Davis.
Ronnie Davis.
Some respect on that.
There's
It's
only
not too much in the game to fuck up his name.
Anyway, I've got the greatest respect for obviously Nigel Benn and his son. I'm old school. I don't slag fires off all the trainers. How can I not have a great respect for Nigel Benn when I was in the opposite corner from him twice, 2 major wars. It's quite sickening sometimes being in the corner for seeing them punches go in, and I think you're going to see another great fight. I would say, may the best man win, but Conor, Chris is too big for you, mate, and you haven't boxed enough, and you haven't fought at his level. He's too big. And he is good. People don't realise how good.
Too good, Davis. Come on now. I just spent the whole time saying how I don't like people saying I'm too big. Now you're saying I'm too big. It's the skills. It's what you've watched me do for the last, since I was 14 years old, travelling up to London, travelling all around the country, sparring all these pros, going to Vegas, putting in the work, paying my dues.
Yeah, you sparred with Frotch, you sparred with Groves, you sparred with...
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, how long ago was that? And look what happened with Liam Smith. Got to answer me that. What went wrong there?
There was a reason for that, which in my opinion, but I won't disclose.
Well, even the second fight, for the first 3 rounds, he was holding on for dear life and didn't realise that Smith ain't got nothing to fight him.
That they shouldn't have took the fight. Chris done what he had to do and he put on a great performance.
No, that's not a great performance, mate.
I don't want to get involved in those slagging matches, not my way.
We're not getting into that. We're not slagging anybody up, but it was a great performance.
All I say is it'll be a great fight for the fans and everyone. May the best man win, which will be Eubank. He's too big, he's too experienced, and he's very, very good. I know Eubank's better than anyone. I've been with him since he was born.
Yeah, same here with my son.
I'm not saying any different, Nigel. All I'm saying is, a lot of people don't know what he is. I do. I'll just rest my case on that one. Eubanks wins.
Ronnie, thank you very much. Ronnie Davis, apologies again. Thank you very much. Jonathan Banks, you've been quiet at the end there. You've been nodding your head, laughing, agreeing with a lot of what Chris has had to say. What do you make of this fight? Jonathan, again, you've been in big fights, world title fights. You've been alongside Vladimir Klitschko. You've been in some big ones. What do you make of this one?